think starting from 2014, as a result of the major economic shocks around the economy of Kazakhstan, started with the Russian ruble, also with the slowdown in the Chinese economic growth, and more recently also with the loss of revenue from the plummeting oil price. The totality of these three shocks has meant that the economy has slowed down considerably. We have GDP slowing down from 1.4 in 2015 to about 0.2, barely above zero, 2016. And the government had to respond with a massive devaluation of the tenge. 100 Concrete Step program was more or less the government's response, and it's a broad-based response to the economic shocks that the country experienced. In 2015, it ranges from reforms, structural reforms aimed at professionalizing the public service, improving transparency, improving the rule of law, and uniting the country behind a process of diversifying the economy. We're doing that through a number of instruments. It's part of the government's joint economic reform program that we undertake for the government of Kazakhstan. It includes improving customs management, improving revenue management, improving statistical base, getting the data to inform policy measures in the country. We also are helping with revenue management and also help find a way to stimulate a bit more of budget accountability in the country. The financial sector is a very important piece of the response. Structural reform the government is put in place, and what we're doing is helping the government in a number of areas. I think two specific areas is security supervision and also helping them put in place a legal framework for corporate insolvency. That has been accomplished, and we're looking forward to doing some work on personal insolvency, which will aim in the long term to improve the environment for access to finance, especially to the SMEs. Kazakhstan is very well placed to do that, but to do that, we'll need a bit of accompanying measures in improvement on human capital, moving on the path of innovation, and improving productivity, maximizing the opportunity for SMEs to have access to technology and finance. At the moment, we have a portfolio of about $5.8 billion, which is over about 17 operations, 15 of them with IBRD loans, and then 2 grants from the Swiss Development Corporation that we administer. Most of our program is balance between helping with the knowledgeable program, the capital-intensive program with roads development, improving connectivity east-west, south-west, and center-south, and also we working on a whole range of portfolio in education and health, and helping with meeting the needs of the vulnerable groups, which as a result of the economic shocks, I think, as you know, there will be some. So safety nets is something that we're working at, and also we're working on innovation because Kazakhstan has to move into the future, and the future belongs to innovation. Yeah. PFA is the partnership framework arrangement that the government has put together to streamline resource flows into in support of the adjustment measures. And we have, together with other international finance institutions like EBRD and ADB, signed this framework agreement. I think Kazakhstan is a country on the move. It's been a good performer and been able to attract extensive investments into the country in the oil sector that is known for, but in the metallurgy sector, and also it's a country that is very ambitious. It wants to be one of the 30 most developed countries in the next 30 years. So it's a country, it's a destination for business. And I think despite the headwinds that the country faces in the short to medium term, I think the foundations for growth, infrastructure, investment in human development, and opening up of the country to strategic investors and broad range of investments in the small and medium enterprises base. I think they have what it takes for foreign investment. And I think that it's a place where American investors should find comfort and invest in. It's also after the Expo, and next year is a big Expo, to Expo 2017, which is going to showcase Kazakhstan as a destination for investment. After that, they want to turn the facility into an international finance center with common law regime to make sure that the investors have extra comfort in investing in Kazakhstan. So I will encourage American investors to think about Kazakhstan when they're making their next investment call.